Anyone who has been paying attention to the weather and other elements taking place in the world around us will agree that we should be doing a little more to preserve the environment. Turning to green alternatives is becoming increasingly popular as an option, and with that in mind, solar power is taking the lead as an alternative source of electricity. It is a good idea to take the initiative and find out about home solar power alternatives. Although the initial setup cost may be a little out of pocket for the solar panels, it does not take long to recoup and double your savings. The use of solar cells is by no means a new technique. In fact, Baker Electric Inc. has been helping their customers for decades to use this green-friendly source of power. Choosing solar energy is not just about an improved environment, because if for no other reason, that would be a good enough one. Solar energy is also a reliable source of electricity, and it can benefit the user in more ways than one. We live in a world where everything must have an electric supply in order to function properly. It is true that we could always turn to generators as a backup. The problem with that, however, is the fact that they depend on gasoline to function. I guess you could call this the power generation. And if you don't understand why I say that, just look at the amount of people that try to find a power source when they are traveling through airports. Our electricity bill seems to be increasing faster than we can adjust our budget. In fact, pretty soon we will need public assistance just to make our monthly electric payments. Some of us live in areas where there is such a high demand for this valuable resource that we find our electric supply being interrupted just so the powers that be can share the supply across the board. No matter how many different energy sources we look at as an alternative, the best option, especially when it comes to green energy, is always going to be solar energy.